Hey guys, Corey here with Mad Rat's Industrial, customizing everything. Welcome back to the shop today. Thanks for stopping by. Got something a little different for you this week. We're not doing the Nomad this week. We're still waiting on parts and whatnot, but I was going through some of my old photos and videos and whatnot, and I built on my 2004 Xtreme Blazer. This is before I was doing YouTube. Like I've said in other videos, I used to videotape what I was doing, take a lot of pictures, take a lot of video. And mainly because I was living up north and I'd see my family, you know, once a year around the Christmas time. And instead of explaining to them, oh, look, I bought this and I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, and they just looking at the end product, I thought it'd be neat to do videos for them. So I talked to it, and in my head I thought, well, you know, I'll talk to them like I'm doing a YouTube video, but I didn't have the guts at the time to do a YouTube video or post any of my stuff. I'm getting better at it, I hope. Let me know. Don't like being in front of the camera. It's just an odd feeling for me. I did talk myself through these videos as if I was talking to my family. A few of the videos I'm like, you know, talking like somebody on a YouTube channel. Again, had no intentions of ever posting this. It was during the pandemic that I acquired this vehicle. I had blown up my rotator cuff during the pandemic, so I was kind of laying up. I was doing a lot of therapy, and I was bored out of my skull because nothing was open. The world was shut down. I did a little swip swapping and whatnot and acquired this Blazer, and it needed a lot of love. It had been neglected over the years. It's my daily driver, still my daily driver, you know, 3 years later. And just went through and did some stuff that I'd never done before, some rust repair. Never did patch panels before, and I'd done a lot of detailing. I used to own a detail shop years and years and years ago, and did minor paint work. It was a little bit rusty. Perfect vehicle to knock that rust off and get back after it. So hope you enjoy this. It's my 2004 S10 Xtreme Blazer. Taking it from a neglected young kid, owned it. I don't think he ever actually washed it other than taking a garden hose to it, and never even a bucket of soap or nothing. Filthy, and he had one kid or two kids. Food in every nook and cranny, and stuff spilt everywhere. So there's a lot of shampooing, a lot of scrubbing, a lot of cleaning, a lot of fixing, a lot of replacing. And it's fun. Got to go to the junkyards again. The S10s are hit or miss, and I got lucky on a few things. I rolled into the junkyard, and they actually just took in 3 S10 Blazer, 2-door Blazers. So anything I needed for parts, they had everything that fit. Cheap. So I was able to get a new dash bezel and some interior trim pieces and miscellaneous stuff. So you'll see that all in here, but it's not all video. It is partially a lot of photos, because I did more photos than video. I think this is the first vehicle that I actually started taking more video where I was talking instead of just being able to go back and remember. So hopefully you enjoy it. Something different. More video, a little more slideshows. So come on along. Check out how I did and what I did in my earlier years, 3 years ago now. It's crazy how time flies. And you'll be seeing more of this vehicle in the future. I may even post a couple of pictures of the most recent debacle where a lady ran a 4-way stop, schmucked up the passenger side, and now I'm driving around with it. Not as pretty as it was. But the plan is with that, I've got all the parts now. It's on the vehicle. I've been driving it for 6 months, 7 months. Mismatched colored pieces on it. And it's time to do some paint work. So that'll probably be in a future video, but I'll probably post on here what that looks like. So thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy it. Please comment down below. Just be nice. We're all in this brotherhood of hot rodding together. No reason to get nasty with each other, but we're all here to help each other out and learn from each other. So that being said, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Hit that like button, that notification button. We really want to grow this channel, and with your help, we can get there. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, here's a 04 Blazer S10 Blazer Xtreme. Before pictures. I am gonna fix this up, clean this up. Little project. I always like these, can't find them. in decent shape, unless people want 15, 20 grand for them. This one's been unloved, but it's in relatively good shape. That bumper needs to be redone. There's things sticking, so the hood's been dented from being banged up. To bang it open. The wheels are actually in decent shape. A little love. They'll look good. Good tires. I need to fix that. I don't know if the dent guy can fix that, or if I'm gonna have to put a new fender on it. You see it? It's dented there. I already got one of them ordered on the way, but the dash is in good shape. The bezels got a crack. Mirrors are good. This door doesn't have a ding in it, but it's got a little giffer here, a little crease there. I think my dent guy can get that. Only rust on the whole truck that needs to be addressed is that spot. They make that panel, I'll patch that. Interior's filthy, but it's not broken. It don't rattle. I got new door hinges for it because them are shot. New door springs. This one's side's not so bad. The other side really sags. Seats are filthy. I'll have to shampoo and clean them up. Carpet. Hopefully underneath that ugly ass floor mat, the carpet's good. Back seat's good. Needs cleaning. Elbow pads are good. A few of them I found that were wanting 4 or 5 grand. Those elbow pads are just tore up, or folded up, or unglued. All the plastic's decent. A little scratch, but not broke. Sunroof supposedly leaked. Well, that'll be a headliner pull. Clean out the drains and make sure everything works and leaks properly. This is a, I'm taking that out today. That's a roll pan for it, but it's the wrong one. It's for a regular, not an Extreme. The previous owner to the guy I bought it from, he siliconed the shut because he doesn't realize that they leak because the drains plug up, not because the seal. So he siliconed it, but I can hear the motor working back and forth, so the motor works. I'm gonna cut that open. Little surface spot here. I'll spot that in, clean that up and spot that in. Typical S10 bullshit here. These always go bad. I'll be cleaning them up, sand them down and paint them nice gloss black or body color. I haven't decided yet. Taillights need to go. They tinted them with tint. It's filthy, but it's in really good shape overall. Just kind of unloved the last few years. I mean, even the kid tried washing it before he brought it to show me, and hand washed it in his driveway, and it just probably would have looked better if he hadn't. And then it rained last night, and driving home last night it got kind of, I just need some cleaning and loving. All the windows work good. I think it typical needs a new switch. Window goes up, but once in a while it don't. You gotta poke the switch a couple times and it'll go up, but goes smooth. Here's the door hinge on this. It's loose. It's filthy though. And then this here, it's the only problem in the whole interior that I see. Yeah, they make leather covers for these seats now, like factory covers, not seat covers, replacement. Take these off, replace them with leather. I'm not going to do it to this one because I'd have to do the back seat to match, but I've got an 03 Extreme that the seats are really nice in it. But I did an LS swap, and it's a really nice extended cab Extreme. I think I'll put the leather in there and take those covers, fix this bolster, and recover this one with the covers from that. It's a little extra work, but they'll look like brand new. A little scratched. Good thing I know a guy who knows how to detail. I did that for
10 years. I'll buff it good and get it all looking really nice, and then find out where the paint problems are and start fixing. Oh, there's a dent I didn't see last night. Well, hopefully my dent guy can get that if I get the headliner out. Well, this stuff's pretty good, and that all goes bad on these S10s. But he did sticky. I'll have to grease that. But he just put all new speakers in it. There's an extra driver's side Xtreme unpainted ground effect. I don't know why that one over here isn't broke or nothing, but he had an extra one. And then it's the step shaver roll pan, which would be nice if it was an Xtreme roll pan stepper. It's not, it's for a regular. But I might be able to modify the original ones and put the ground effects on this. We'll see. Having a hard time finding a step shaver for an Xtreme, but it had these nice big mats in here, so I'm hoping the carpet underneath's nice. I hate these mats, but they work good, so hopefully it did its job. Score on the spare tire's never been out. Still got nipples on it. Still got the rubber nipples on it. Never been out of the... So that's nice. And then they always rust up here, and this one's got the paint peeling. When I said there's absolutely no rust, I'm not kidding. This is still solid metal. All the way all around the back, it's solid. It's just the paint's lifted, so I'll fix that, and that'll look like brand new when I'm done. Keep it from going any worse. Just filthy. Filthy, filthy. Bunch of surface rust down there. So this is just a good before. What she looked like when I got her, and hopefully I can fix this up. I hate these scratches. I know a lot of this will come out, but it ain't gonna be perfect. It's an 04, 16 years old. So there it is, a new project. Just a little video record of the 04 S10 Xtreme Blazer episode. So I haven't done anything with the painter body yet. It's got some issues. A big dent in the hood. Because people like to boom, boom, boom to open it. I squirted some WD-40 in there and it pops right up. It's amazing what people don't know. I got new wiper blades coming. Them things were shot. Detailed the whole inside, and then I had to take the headliner out, and it made the inside dirty again, but at least it's halfway there. Doors are looking good. They were a mess. Dash is looking good. There's you can grow plants on that. Had to take that out. The whole console, because the indicator didn't work. There's a crack on that. When I do a little JB weld on there, it just flexes and fell off over age. So I'll fix that up, it's fine. Just when you get the one here, it stretches it, so and then polish that. But when I got in here, there was change all the way down through here. And there was a rattle driving it home. And there's change underneath. So I took the whole thing out, cleaned it all up, lubed what needed to be lubed, fixed that piece, and found $24 worth of change underneath the shifter plate. Unbelievable. I was able to clean under there, clean under the seats. Found a bunch of crud and crap under there. Guy had a kid. Stuff was hidden. But the sunroof had leaked and somebody had siliconed it shut. So I had to take the headliner out. Check these drain tubes that are hanging back there now. They were sagging. When they sag, there's not enough pressure to let the water out, and then when it rains, the sunroof leaks and people think it's a seal, and it's not the seal, it's those tubes. And you got it's a job. You got to take the headliner out, which you can see it's all out. And with it silicone shut, the last guy tried opening it and he busted a piece, so I ordered a new piece and we'll be rebuilding that. But got everything out. I'll clean it and tidy it up. Kid sent along some 6x9 power-based speakers that he didn't get around to putting in, so I had to take this all out to get the headliner out and put them in. One on that side too. He'd already done power base here and power base tweeters there, and I got new grills and a new that coming, so we'll put those in when that gets here. Rebuilt the freaking latch here for the glass. It was shot. Glass wouldn't pop. Now it releases nice, but it still don't pop because these are kind of dead. You have to open it up halfway and then it'll do it the rest of the way. But just a look, a lot of work. That side, because of this weird tire rack, won't completely come out. It's kind of a pain. It doesn't need to, but this just fell down no problem. So I was able to get at everything. We'll clean everything up. These are those drain tubes that plugs into the back of the sunroof, and then the water goes down this and it comes down here and goes out the floor right out behind the bumper. I blew air through them. They're freed up. I got this all clean. Can't tell, but I completely detailed and cleaned that. We'll do another video. This is just probably for my own good. I don't like doing videos for like this, but it's easier to document everything I'm doing. And it cleaned up nice. So far so good. So got all the silicone off the opening, and the seats are 10 times better than they were, so they're gonna fix that eventually. We're getting to it. It's getting there slowly but surely. Got a few door dings in that door. That door ding guy coming tomorrow. Couple in the roof, perfect time to do them. The headliner's out, he can get at them no problem. So need to find new visors. The open closed lids on those vanity mirrors are busted and it keeps the dang lights on. I'm gonna have to leave them unplugged. I'll have to get some paint. Gonna be painting that bumper. Good thing I still got the black hood from my 03 S10. That's flawless without a dent. I'll just have to have it painted, because I don't think my dent guy can fix that. That's too much. That and it needs a repaint anyways. If I'm gonna repaint it, I might as well repaint a dent-free one. But we're getting there. So then, this is the sunroof rack. 8 bolts holding it in. Sunshade. This is the top that faces. This is the top that faces up. Underneath, I got it sitting like it would be in the car. And all these parts I've ordered new, because on that side, this it's underneath here. The way I got it closed, it's underneath here. On that side is broke, so when you go to open it runs away and nothing happens here. So I ordered, it's 3 new pieces, and I'll clean it all up and lube it all good. Here's where the water comes out the drain. See, these are drain racks. See, when the sun, when this is on the vehicle, just for a little heads up for people who don't know, when this is on the vehicle, the glass sits right above this. This is a drain trough. It's a gutter like on your house. And so is this. So when the rain comes in, if your seal's completely gone and there's no seal left on your glass, the rain would come into here and then it runs down here. And you can see there's a little diverter here. And it comes out this front drain. And this gets a hose. Isn't that cool? Got to connect all those and grind them down smooth and skim coat it, and then we can paint. She'll be rust free. Woohoo! This is the tailgate of the Blazer. Doing a little buffing, half a tailgate. See if I can bring this old paint back. And as you can see, you can read my shirt in this side, and you can see my reflection pretty good. Got a lot of that orange peel out. I had some scratches, and I'm gonna have to touch that up a little bit. A little clear, a little color, bring that back around, but for the most part, 10 times better there. I didn't do this side because I wanted to see what I could do. And you can't read my shirt. It's just a blob. That's orange peel. Everything's a blur. My hat, hard to read. Come over here. Everything comes into focus. Out of focus. In focus. Big difference. It'd be nice to get it cleaned up and see. So I'm gonna have to do the other side now. Came back pretty good, I'm surprised. Yeah. She's coming along, one piece at a time. Oh yeah, so Wet sanded. 3-stage buffed it. It turned out pretty damn good. Can you read my shirt? It's backwards. I'm just doing one panel at a time. So tailgate, driver's side, rear quarter. Shiny, shiny. This is what it looked like before. This is the door I have not done. Out of focus, scratched to death. I'm out of focus. It's blurry. It's scratchy. You come over here, focus, shiny, deep. I'm surprised this old paint's coming back this good. Knock on wood. Blazer's getting there one step at a time, looking better. It just needs a good wash, a lot of dust on it. It's hard to tell. Yep. That's next. Alright, passenger side. Gonna wet sand above this side. Finally doing a before picture, but it's pretty shiny, but you can see it's not real focused. Got a lot of scratches. A lot of scratches. I've filled them with touch-up paint. A lot of scratches here. Big scratch here. Big chips here. 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 Scratches. Scratch. That's from taping off. Big scratch. So I touch these all up. They're not going to go away. A lot of these scratches will, but they got to be sanded out. You can't just touch them up. The ones that are too deep to sand out, I'm touching up. And then when I sand them, the color will stay down in there. And it's not a permanent repair, but it'll look 10 times better. Just a big improvement. So this is the before, with scratches and everything, and we'll do an after. Okay. I just realized that when I say I'm wet sanding this vehicle, you may not know what I'm talking about. So over here, you can see it's all dull now compared to the last video. That's all been wet sanded with 1200 grit and then 1500 grit on a DA until it looks smooth, not bumpy. And I'll show you what bumpy is. I guess I'll have to make another video what it looks like when you start sanding and why it's out of focus, and what it looks like after you're sanding. This is what it looks like after you're sanding. It's all uniform. And I've already started a single stage buff, bringing that back. This was all sanded just like that. So single stage buff so far, first stage of 3. And you can see I'm bringing the shine back, and how it's already, a lot of the scratches are gone. Not all of them. This side was really rock chipped. This one was really chipped. I don't know if they had kids that bumped into it a lot with their bicycles or what, but that's what it looks like. You can see dull and sanded. We're going to buff that all the way back to shiny, high gloss shine. Alright, so now you can see the difference. That door hasn't been done yet. Yeah, it's dirty, but you can even see a color difference because of taking off that top layer, adding focus, which is depth. Gives you clarity, gives you shine, just improves that paint. You can see the reflection of my bucket clear on the left. Even though it's dirty, you can just tell it's all wavy and out of sorts on the right. Still gotta wash it. It's real dusty from all the buffing. Throw wax on it, that'll smooth everything out, all the buff lines. But big difference, and that's where we fixed the rust. We welded in that new panel, fixed the rust, painted that with a rattle can. I mean, it's body shop quality stuff, but it's in a rattle can instead of putting it in the gun. Just that small space, I wanted to try it for the first time. Boy, I tell you what, it turned out really good. Beats that big rust hole. Yep. And the doors will be next. Then the fenders. I'm just doing it one piece at a time each day. I got other stuff to do today, so I'll wash it. And tomorrow we'll do doors. Maybe both doors. We'll see. Yeah, well, I couldn't wait. I had to do the door too. Might move on to the fender. We'll see. Running out of time today. But, man, A lot of them scratches came out. Shine's back, the depth is back. The color is just so nice. It's amazing what you can do with some old paint. Make a vehicle look amazing. I think I'm going to throw some wax on it. And then decide if I continue on to the front. I'm running out of first stage buff compound. I might have to run and go do that. I might have to do the rest of this tomorrow. Go pick up some new buff compound. But it's coming along. Okay, just a quick one there. Had quick wax on it. I can see it paint lays nice and flat. Doesn't have all those weird swirl marks, buff marks all over it. Looks good. Really came out nice. Impressed that old paint was able to come back like that. Now it's time for a wash. Get all the dust and crud off of it. And we'll do the door and the two fenders tomorrow. The other door and the two fenders tomorrow. Running out of time. Okay, so front fender, passenger side. I did a little bit on this test panel a while back, but just to show you what we're working with. If you see the paint around my finger and you look at this line on the building, see how blurry it is in the reflection? It's hard to get this thing not to focus through the paint, but you see how really orange peeled that is. This is the door I did. Look at how crystal clear and smooth. Focus on my finger. Smooth the paint is, and then you focus through it, that roof line, and it's like a laser. Over here, you know, move it around, see how bumpy it is. That's what we're gonna sand out and make like that. That's the door. This is the fender. I got the door and the fender on the other side to do, and then I'm done. So. Rough and looks like shit. I'm gonna try to fix that. Alright, today's passenger side day. Hopefully I get this all done today. Let's see. It collects wax in there. And how rough it is. My fingernails leave marks all over it. It's like sandpaper. This side's really bad. This must have been the side that was always parked towards the sun. Not good. All the way along. We'll see how this one turns out. Driver's side turned out pretty good. I learned a lot. Hopefully this side will be... I mean, this side turned out really good. In comparison, you know, I mean, that looks like a... almost like factory. Compared to this garbage. So anything's an improvement. Tinkering keeps me busy, something to do. And then I can get the interior. I'm gonna paint the back side of that panel I welded with some rust preventative for the weld, the open weld back there, so it'll be all nice and sealed, and put the interior back together. I should be pretty much done playing around. Alright, I'll sand it down, pretty smooth. Got some areas like this, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of filler primer, high fill, high build primer, and then you sand it back down again. I'm gonna have to do probably 2 or 3 coats of that, but it's smooth. It's just got a lot of divots that you can't get out anymore, that are just in the rubber, and it shows up as air pockets. in the paint. Oh, we'll wipe it down. That was 3 stages of sanding. I did 120, 220, and 400. And now I'll finish taping it off to protect it from the primer and the paint. One step closer. All right, there we go. It's done. Looks so much better. Perfect? No. Far from perfect. Ton better? Oh yeah. Way better. That's what it's about. Looking good. It's getting there. Alright, so I should have started this earlier. This is the reflection in the black hood I had on my S10 pickup. This hood's in perfect shape. A couple of rock chips that I'll fix, but black. The hood on the Blazer's a mess. So we are scuffing this today, and I'll fix a couple of these rock chips, smooth them out. Already started sanding it. Get it ready. I'm gonna paint it blue. Make this blue for the hood on the Blazer, since the one on the Blazer is dented to crap and the paint's all junk and it's chipping and peeling and falling apart. This is the part I haven't touched yet. I had this all nice and sanded and polished and the whole bit. No dents, no hail dents, no nothing, so it'll be blue. It's free. Had it sitting in the garage. It's gonna cost about $100 in materials to paint it. Not quite, but I have clear coat that's been sitting in the freaking cabinet for 15 years from when I used to do this for work. We'll see if it's still good. It seems good. I checked it all before, so that's free. I just had to buy some base coat and some primer, which cost about $100, but I'll be able to paint a couple of bumper ends and the chin spoiler, which I wasn't going to paint, but it is rock chip pretty bad. Now that I got extra paint, I'll do it. So $100 in supplies, not all for the hood, but cheap way to fix it. Just my time. Today's Sunday, nobody around, so I don't have to worry about getting overspray on anything. I just move my cars around the corner, paint it out in the parking lot, sand out the blemishes when it's done. I forgot to videotape earlier. So I had a major problem with the clear coat. Painting these things. Painting those things. I had to sand the crap out of them to get it. I had a bad chemical reaction with the clear coat. You can see on here how rough it is. And that's 1,000 times better than what it was. I laid it on so damn thick on the last coat to get it to even lay that good. I don't know what was going on, so I'm sanding away. Sand this till it's smooth so you don't have this, because that's bumpy. Sand it till it's smooth and then it'll be like glass. Hopefully it'll all sand out, I don't know. Sanding on this, sanding on that. You can see the sides are nice and shiny, but it's just orange peeled to death. The hood's awful. Lots of dust from sitting overnight. Look at that reflection. It's just the worst orange peel ever. That's reflection of the light on the ceiling. I mean, it's shiny and it's got depth, but I'm gonna have to sand the living crap out of it to make it like glass. I mean, look at that. It's just garbage. It came out of the gun like gravel. I tried 2 different guns. It didn't change, so I know it was the product. I had a chemical reaction with something that didn't like the other thing it was mixed with. So hopefully, I got about 7 coats on this thing. Hopefully there's enough to sand. And I heat lamped this, so it's really cured from yesterday. These I didn't heat lamp because they're plastic. And I heat lamped them for about 10 minutes and then stopped. And it's still a little soft, but it's doable. I might not buff it till tomorrow. But I'm definitely going to do the hood now that I see that these are coming back, kinda. So I was hoping to get them on today, but maybe I'll buff them in the morning and like to drive it tomorrow. I got somewhere to go down the road, and I'd rather drive the Blazer right now. Yes, look at that. It's worse than a golf ball. Ah! Garbage. Look at me in there. Garbage. Tons of garbage in the paint. Hopefully a lot of that'll sand out. I hope this will come back. I don't want to have to do it again. Yes, garbage. Alright, reflection time. You see my shirt? No. Can't. It's like looking into a pond. Awful. Well, here we go. It's not my best work, but I think it's better than factory, and 1,000 times better than what is on there, so this will work. Had major problem with the clear coat. I ended up putting 7 coats of clear on this just so I could sand it back. And the roof line, at least, I mean, that's a pretty good picture. Get up close, you can just see it's a little out of focus or whatever, just because there's so many layers of clear on it. But like before, it's really out of focus. I mean, that's the dirt on my shirt, not it's showing up. Can you read that? Couldn't read it before, now you can read it. So it's got depth and it's got clarity, but I'm not real thrilled. Some issues, but no matter how you look at it, better than what was on there. We're not going for a show car, we're just something to do. I'm taking what I got and fixing up this thing, so I got a little money in it, just effort and whatever. And the next thing is to put it on tomorrow, and hopefully the color matches. I don't want it to be too far off, but yeah, I'm happy. I'm just not ecstatic. It's not my best work, but it can't be perfectly flawless every time. Or ever. Yeah, the reflection's pretty good. There's a reflection of the bread truck upside down. Pretty good. It's just real, from a distance, it's just really bumpy. I don't know if you can tell in this. And there wasn't a dent in that hood, and it kind of looks like a couple of spots are dented because that's probably where I sanded more than other spots. So it's a little ripply, but most people won't ever notice. Most people don't know the difference. So it'll work. That's a big improvement. At least it's shiny and it ain't dented and all beat up. The alignment's a hair off. Not so bad on this side. This side's just a little on the high side, and if I lower it, that side, the other side bulges weird, but And the color's a hair off. Just a touch darker. But I can live with that. Most people won't know it but me. That's just because I had to put so many coats on it to cover it and whatever. Big improvement over this. Dented. It's cracked and chipped and garbage hood. Big improvement over that. Was.
Well, guys, thanks for stopping by the shop. That'll do it for this week. Hopefully by next week we'll have some more stuff on the 55 and Bro Mad. Just waiting on some parts, waiting on a little bit of that. Finish up a video that I got going for that. I hate ending them with them not being really complete. So, as we mentioned before, we're going to try to do a weekly, but it's probably going to be more of an every 2 week type thing just because of the way things go. So, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give you a little insight to things I've been doing that have nothing to do with being on YouTube. Not doing this stuff to be on YouTube. I've been doing this stuff my whole life and just thought maybe it would be a good idea to start trying to do more videoing and put it on YouTube for other people to see and enjoy and maybe learn from. So just remember, don't wait for your hot rod to be perfect to enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Really appreciate you. Until next time.